What is up, guys? Eric here from EBM Productions here with a short video, real quick. Just woke up, as you can see, and I'm post surgery, if you guys are wondering. So you can see I'm a little bit pale and stuff like that. Also, winter's coming, so what? But yeah, I just watched UFC Fight Night, Mozart versus, Evloev versus Murphy, and it was actually a fun fight to me. It's so weird seeing a lot of people cry that it wasn't entertaining and stuff. It was a technical fight, which was entertaining because of the technical side. And this is a prime example of where the excuses of the wrestling is entertaining stuff falls apart, because this to me was very entertaining. It caught my attention like crazy. But um, most YouTubers were crying that this was a boring fight. I laughed. Only Lucas Tracy is the only guy that said this was fun. And I was like, see, he's one of the guys like me. And I know he gets a bad rep for not being the most analytical guy or stuff like that. But the point is, he is not a casual, actually. And same thing applies here with me. We are not casuals. We just enjoyed this. Now, this was a very fun fight. And Murphy impressed me in many ways because his striking was diverse enough in some ways to keep Evloev from shooting. A lot of people are like, why didn't Evloev shoot? And I'll check the post-fight conference now. I went straight to bed afterwards. It was 3 in the morning here when I went to the bed. So, yeah, not a lot of sleep. But anyway, point is, I didn't check the post-fight conference and stuff like that. Because the bloody result was just, they say it like this. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. The only part that was bad was the 49-46 scorecards. Like, how the hell did two judges see Evloev winning 3 to 4 rounds? Like, out of that 5 round fight. I had it 2 rounds to Evloev. Now, this is the key thing. There was a sway round. That was the third round, in my opinion. Other people are saying the first round, and I'm like, is it that close? The strikes I watched between the first and second round, the strikes, the amount of strikes that was landed was definitely in Larone's favor, and it felt like I didn't even need to watch at that point. I could see if I looked away, checking my social medias, that Larone was ahead. He was keeping Evloev at distance, landing body kicks, switching stances, landing his jab. He was landing his jab quite well. Faking and feinting very well. And Evloev was missing. He was missing his shot. So I don't know. I really don't know. And then the numbers kind of corroborate that. So I was just like, that's weird. Why are you guys saying round one? Anyway, I think round three was the sway round. And then when they gave it to Movzar, I was just like, damn, because he did get a point reduction. And then on top of it, he only won 2 rounds. Now I said, if he 10-8 the last round, then he maybe wins, if I'm not mistaken. I just need to double check my maths here. But yeah, and that is if the third round is a sway round in favor of him. So this was kind of weird. I'll be honest. A lot of people said it should have been a draw, which I wouldn't have been mad about. But I actually felt Larone's still going to win with 1 point. It's just the truth. Now, this is where the politics side of things come in. While they were reading out, or just before and while reading out the scorecards, I was like, oh, UK currently, with the situations going on with immigrants and migrants. I'm like, oh, wait, Movzar falls into that category. And you guys understand what's the undertone there. And I felt a little bit bad from Larone because he's a black man from the UK. However, his reaction played into what I'm saying here as well. He was just chilled about it. And I was like, you see, I think he knew what was up. He knew that he either needed to dominantly win or finish him. And he didn't do both. He won, in my opinion, with 1 point. But yeah, congrats to Movzar Evloev still, regardless, because of the politics giving him the win there. Either of these guys, I would like to see them fight for the belt. I'm being honest. I was impressed with Larone's performance. The only thing is, He's a bit on the smaller side, and I know he has knockout power. The spring back elbow a while back was a great example, but he doesn't have devastating power, like in all his fights. That fight, yes, that was precision. That wasn't devastating power. So the only problem I have is his size means he's a little bit small. Um, I would like Aljo versus Lerone if that fight can happen. I'll just have to go check through the rankings again. But that or Gene Silva, or maybe Gene Silva versus Aljo, it would also be fun. But the point is, at one point, I'm going to see Lerone fight for the belt. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. This is a controversial one. A lot of people are on the fence on this. But yeah, cheers.